Obviously, we're very, very disappointed. Very disappointed in the way we really handled this whole situation and completed this game. And for the first time, I think I told the guys that, you know, disappointed in the way we coached, disappointed in the way we prepared them. I don't know. I mean, just to not be able to put things together from working as hard as we do, I'm a little bit lost for words. And, you know, at some point in time, we got to find a way that we keep talking about penalties, we keep talking about these situations and the things we got to do better, and then yet we go out and continue to do the same things over and over again. So we really got to look deep down inside, and, you know, we got 2 guaranteed weeks left to us. We're going to rely a lot on these seniors. Unfortunately, they've been in this situation the last couple of years, and I don't think that it finished on a good note. And you know, somehow we got to find a way to break through some of this stuff and finally start to see the things that we preach and see the things that we work on so hard actually come out and show on a Friday or Saturday night where when it really counts. And I think that's where the disappointing thing comes is. Not disappointed in their effort, not disappointed in the way they prepare and things like that, disappointed in the way that, you know, what we put on film to show our program and to give us an opportunity to be successful.
Questions? Jared Dokes didn't get the ball much tonight. Was he hurt?
He got a little dinged up there. Yeah, and so it made it a little bit more difficult. And again, in the first half, we were moving the ball and I think running it pretty well. And I don't know if that was in the first half. I know at halftime we were worried. We weren't sure if he was going to be able to make it back, but he wanted to fight and continue to do it. But you know, there's some things that held him back a little bit tonight.
So the offensive execution, you weren't throwing the ball, getting a lot of yardage in the first half. Is there a reason for?
No, I mean that's the thing. The ability to put these things together is what's kind of baffling me. I mean, the defense can play really well in the first half and have a lot of really big stops and really tough situations. The offense doesn't move the ball very well, and then in the second half it completely flips, and the defense, you know, can't come up with a play. And you know, on top of that, we have a punt return. We haven't had a punt return in 6 years here. We have a punt return for a touchdown in the first quarter of the game, and we get it called back on another penalty. We have a kickoff return, another good kickoff return. Maybe it's only out to the 40-yard line. We get called back on a penalty. And the ability for us to put these things together is what's really frustrating, and we got to find a way.
Is it a combination of your 9 games, 10 games into the year? All new coaching staff, meeting all new players.
I don't know if there's any excuses for it. I mean, we talk about it. The definition of insanity is doing the same things over and over again, expecting to get different results. And it continues to be the same things, 10, 12, 14 penalties. Yes, it's about effort. Yes, it's about, you know, the ability for guys to go hard and strain, and that's what we focus on. But at some point in time, I mean, the ability to understand the difference between straining and being out of control, the ability to, you know, win a one-on-one block or to lose it and then to compound it is where we've got to grow incredibly. It's not, like I said, it's not the lack of effort. And unfortunately, some get that misconstrued. That the ability to take the next step is to actually have effort and play the game the way the game's supposed to be played. And if we don't find a way to play cleaner, we put ourselves behind, and we're just not at the point right now that we can start off on the 12-yard line or 14-yard line and be real successful. We can't start off with 1st and 15 and be real successful. You can't give up a 3rd and 10, you know, and then a 3rd and 12, and then a big run and be successful. You know, you can't give up a punt return for a touchdown, you know, or have a punt return for a touchdown and have it called back. We're just not at the point where I think we're mature enough and we're able to handle those disappointments and continue to move forward.
Do you feel there's areas where you've gotten better when the season started, or do you just haven't gotten
It's hard to focus on the areas right now. I'm sure we will. We'll find them. I mean, there's some guys. I mean, we made some plays down the field tonight. I mean, the second half, the offense, I don't know that we've caught as many contested balls in 9 games prior to this or in 8 games prior to this than we caught tonight. And, the ability for us to do that is what we kind of been waiting on a little bit offensively. And then you got to take some of those chances and some of those shots. And I know that situation in the game, it allowed for it a little bit more. But it's really hard right now to try to figure out those areas where you're getting better when there's so many of those things that are glaring you right in the face. And you work so hard, and it's tough to see.
Disappointment's greater because you won last week.
Yeah, I mean it is, and it's that expectation. That you see them continue to work, you see the energy continue to be there, and then you see the execution and the things that happen not. And we all get frustrated with it. We all see better than we hear, and to see it or hear about it and preach about it and then not see it is very difficult.